Commanders Nation, welcome to the BBTHD Network. This is Commanders Talk, and I'm your host, T to the May, baby, back in the building for another episode of Commanders Talk. On this episode, the Commanders still need help at the edge position. Are there any decent edge rushers available? Maybe. I think I found one or two that can help. All right, let's get it. All right, Nation, let's get into it. The draft is over, and the Commanders didn't address the edge rush position at all in the draft. And the Burgundy and Gold Nation is a little heated behind that. And I can understand why. I'm a little heated too. I was hoping they would have addressed that position in the draft. Even if it was a project dude, anything would have been better than nothing. So, what? That leaves free agency. Should they sign an edge rusher in free agency? Are there any good edge rushers available right now? I don't know. Let's take a look. We got Von Miller. He's still out there, Buffalo Bills. I mean, Von is nowhere near the pass rusher he used to be. He had a down year last year, but can he help the Commanders? I don't know. He's 36. His market value is $13 million. It's kind of pricey. To me, Von Miller is just a slightly upgrade from Dante Fowler Jr. Last year, Von had 17 tackles, 6 sacks. I mean, yeah, he can get you some sacks, but no setting the edge. He cannot set the edge at all. He won't stop the run. He's a total liability on defense. To me, you bring him in on third down situations, and that's what you had Dante Fowler for. Should have kept Dante. If you're going to go after Von Miller, you should have kept Dante Fowler Jr. Dante, to me, was a much better fit for the scheme. You know, he was familiar with the scheme. He fit pretty good last year. He played pretty good. I would have brought him back. And then, honestly, you wouldn't have had this issue right now. So, I'm going to say, Von Miller, give him a thumbs down, baby. I'm not gonna sign him. I'll pass on Von. All right, let's see who else is out there. We have Matt Judon, Atlanta Falcons. Okay, this one is a little intriguing. Judon is 32. He's still actually pretty kind of productive. Can he help the Commanders? Maybe. We'll see. Let me see. Last year he had 41 tackles, 5.5 sacks. Okay, that's not bad. I would take that. Judon can help set the edge as well. Very productive last season for the Falcons. Judon played all 3 downs, so he's a 3-down edge for you, okay? All right, you need that. His market value is around $4 million a year. Yeah, okay, so that's affordable. I would probably look into Matt Judon. I would look into him, maybe bring him in to compete, for one of the backup roles, sign him to, like a 1-year deal, something like that. Definitely look into Matt Judon. Let me see who else we have out there. No, Preston Smith, Pittsburgh Steelers, a retread. Nah, look, signing Preston Smith would be like dating your ex-girlfriend again after she cheated on your ass. What you think will happen the second time? She gonna cheat on your ass again. I don't know about this one. Preston Smith, he's 32 years old. Okay, he had 32 tackles, 4.5 sacks last season. Now, okay, so he is effective against the run. He can set the edge well, but he's not much of a pass rusher. And we need a pass rusher. We need somebody who can create havoc. We need somebody who can get to the quarterback. All right? So Preston Smith, he can't do that. He can't do it. His market value is $12 million. Good luck with that, Preston. You ain't getting no 12 mil for nobody. No way. No way, no how. Hard pass. Let me see who else we got out there. Zardarius Smith, Detroit Lions. Okay, now this one right here, this is intriguing as well. He had 35 tackles last season, 9 sacks in 2024. Okay, so he can pressure the quarterback, and he's effective at setting the edge. Okay, he's 32, not that old. His market value is around $6 million per. I like that. Okay, he's 6'4", 270, 35 tackles and 9 sacks in 2024. I'll take it. He's definitely worth a look for sure. I would bring him in. I would sign him today. Let me see. Let me look at some of his strengths to see. Darius Smith. Okay, so he has a powerful frame, ability to generate pressure, and has a knack of forcing fumbles. Ball is life, baby. Ball is life. We need that. He can set the edge, and he has great leadership qualities. That's what we have here for the Commanders, man. Them dudes in the locker room is family. He'll fit right in. Now, his weaknesses, tackling. All right, tackling is a concern. He has a high missed tackle rate. He can set the edge, but he can't finish those tackles. So his market value, $6 million. I'll bring him in. I'll definitely bring him in. Let me see who else we got out here. We have Brandon Graham, Philadelphia Eagles. 6'2", 275, 20 tackles last year, 3.5 sacks. Oh, Brandon Graham is 37 years old. Too old, man. Too old. His strengths, athletic, even at the age 37, PFF grade of 78.6. That's a good grade. He can stop the run, but he won't give you much pressure on the edge. Let's see, market value, $3 million per. Yeah, he's too old. I'll pass on him. So out of all these dudes we just talked about, I think I would consider Zadarius Smith. Zadarius Smith, I think, could help this defense. If I had to pick one, I'm going with Smith. Let me see. Let's check out Zadarius Smith. What is his PFF grade? Zadarius Smith, PFF. Okay, 74.7. That's pretty good. 74.7. And let me see. He has 615 snaps, and he has 63 pressures. And what we say, he's 6'4", 275, 32 years old. Zadarius Smith, I would sign him. Out of all the dudes we just talked about, I would bring him in right now and see if he can help. I think him and who's the guy we signed in Dietrich Ward. Hold on, let me see. We signed the dude in the off season. Let me see. Hold on one second. Hang on. Dietrich Wise. Him and Dietrich Wise, along with Farrell and Armstrong, I think will get you some pressure. I think you'll be okay at the edge rush spot, at least until next offseason. This is who you're going to have to roll with. You didn't sign anybody in free agency. I think everybody was just a little too pricey for what AP wanted to do. So you didn't sign anybody in free agency, and then you didn't capitalize on the draft. Maybe the draft class at edge wasn't that strong. So, he figured there was some other cats on there that had higher grades. So he went that direction, man. So you can't blame him for that. AP know what he's doing. And AP we trust. He has it figured out. So Dietrich Wise, Zadarius Smith, Armstrong, and Farrell. I would roll with them 4 dudes until next season. And the next season, number 1 priority, edge rusher and running back. You got to get those 2 things figured out, man. You want to make the Super Bowl. You have to. You got to get those things figured out. One more thing, Nation, we want to tap on Brandon Sheriff. There's a lot of noise in the streets about Brandon Sheriff. Commanders thinking about bringing in Brandon Sheriff for a look. Would you sign him? I don't know. Let's take a look at Brandon Sheriff. Let's see. Brandon Sheriff, PFF grade is 64.7. Okay. Brandon Sheriff is 6'5", 315 pounds. He's 33 years old. I don't know. Let me see, his pass block grade is 74.5. That's excellent. But his run block grade is 57.3. So that means against the run, Sheriff is kind of weak. He can't get out of space, take on the second level of blocks. In Kingsbury offense, you need to be able to do that. So I don't know about Sheriff. Maybe, bring him in for depth. Bring him in for a bench guy, sign him to like a $1 or $2 million per year deal. Then Sheriff will be cool. But at the same time, you got other guys I have on the bench. If you saw my last video, the best 5, check that video out. I got Brandon Coleman at left guard, and I got, of course, Cosby when he returns at right guard. So Sheriff will be cool on the bench. But also I got Allegretti on the bench, and you got Wiley on the bench. So Sheriff will be 3rd string, somewhere around there. Is it worth even signing him? Maybe. Let's dig a little deeper into his numbers, though. Let me see. He had 1,013 snaps, only 2 penalties, and he gave up 0 sacks. So against the pass, Brandon Sheriff is excellent. Against the run, he sucks. So I don't know. I might go pass on him, but if they bring him in, I wouldn't be mad at him at all. I wouldn't be mad at Brandon Sheriff. All right, Nation. That's the end of this episode. Appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. Hey, get in that comment section. Let me know which edge rusher you would bring in for a look. So Darius Smith gets my vote. Detroit Lions. I'm going to bring him in for a look for sure. And also let me know about Brandon Sheriff. You think the Commanders should bring him in for a look? I'm going to say no. But let me know what you think about it. I appreciate y'all chiming in, man. Bang the like button. Bang the notification bell. Subscribe. And also please donate to the machine. If you made it to the end of this episode, I owe you a drink, baby. Salute.